we did found a board of directors. And so board of directors, I'm happy to talk about structures and how boards work and how venture capital works and that kind of stuff in the Q&A. But all I'll say is basically, when we took this investment, we were very lucky. 2007 was a great time to raise money, which meant that there's founder-friendly terms. Today, right now, is probably the best time to raise money since 2007. Like the last 6 months or so have been absolutely the best time. You can raise at very good rates, you can get good amounts of money, you can get very good deal terms, and this hasn't been possible for much of the last 3 years or so. So kind of a different story today. In 2008, we took the money that Ignition and Curious Office invested and we used it to build out some technology that we couldn't have otherwise done. We really needed this to do. And that technology today is called Linkscape. It's essentially our index of the World Wide Web. It matches the index that, well, it tries to match the index that Google or Bing or Yahoo used to maintain. Somebody like a Baidu or a Yandex in Russia or a Sejnom in the Czech Republic. And we had this cartoon created. My favorite part is, see how the hamster is the one powering the web crawl? So we had his crawler food say, now with more VC funds. That was like my favorite. I thought that was so clever, and yet, what do you know, nobody even read this comic. It was, they all tried the product, so it worked out. So this took us approximately, almost exactly a year, because we took the money in November of 2007, we launched Linkscape in October of 2008, and it was in December of 2008 that we returned to profitability. So we were sort of lucky in that we were able to return to being profitable from a single round of investment. There's a lot of companies, a lot of startups who take multiple rounds of investment before they can reach profitability. A company that I like very much that's based in Boston that does a lot of stuff around software for marketing services called HubSpot. They just took another, I think, $32 million from Google Ventures, Sequoia, and Salesforce, on top of about $33 million that they had raised previously. So they've raised $65 million. They never return to profitability. They just, as they're growing and about to get profitable, they take another round so that they can grow faster and faster, which is not my personal bias, but it definitely is a great way to build a big company very fast. And it's something that venture capitalists do look for in traditional kinds of big VC investments. It's less the case today because there's a whole like lean startup movement, Eric Ries and all those guys, and a lot of angel money going into these. And they don't need those big returns in the same kinds of ways. So you can raise at a leaner size.